Hey y'all, I'm Alicia if you're new here, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are not new. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a few drugstore liquid blushes, so if y'all want to see which ones they are and my thoughts on them, then just keep watching. Hello, welcome back to my backdrop. I feel like I haven't sat down in front of my backdrop and done a beauty review in a long time. I have missed it, and yeah, I just haven't really bought a whole lot of new makeup. I'll buy things here and there. I've just been buying a bunch of clothes. This is actually one of those. So that is why I have been sharing a lot of styling videos, but I know y'all enjoy those. But I do also know that y'all enjoy seeing drugstore makeup as well. And I feel like a lot more people are starting to try out liquid blushes. And especially if you're someone who kind of wants to try liquid blushes, but you don't want to spend a lot of money because you're not sure if you're going to like liquid blushes, this video is for you. So I have actually tried all of these already, but I am still going to show y'all how they apply, how much to apply, how I apply them, and different ways to apply them, and how many times can I say apply. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to be showing y'all 3 different blushes, and then the same blush. I'm going to show y'all 2 different colors because I couldn't decide, so I got them both. But the first one is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush, and then the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Blush. I was so excited about these. And then the Pixie On the Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Stick. So this one is like in a stick form. So I was going to show y'all the e.l.f. one first, but since that one is probably the most pigmented, I'm going to start with the Pixie one. So this was actually gifted to me, but I have been using this so much. No, you're not supposed to do this. I have noticed that if I powder my foundation and then put this on, it doesn't take off as much, because you're supposed to do like your liquid or cream foundation and then all of your liquid and cream products, so cream bronzer, cream blush, I cannot talk today, and then you'll do powder. But yeah, so that's just what's worked for me. So that is a downside to this, but honestly I love it so much, and it's dewy. Actually, let me just shut up and show you. So I just brush it straight on. And lately for my cream and liquid blushes, I have been using this stippling brush. So you can actually apply cream or liquid blushes 3 different ways: your hands, a sponge, or a stippling brush. And please ignore how dirty this one is, but oh man, that is really dirty. So do y'all see how it's kind of wispy? So that is what a stippling brush is. And then this one's a little dirty too, but it has actually been dirtier. And so this is also a cream product brush, and it's more dense. So if you want more pigment with, and that goes with anything, a foundation brush, blush brush, the denser it is, the more coverage it's going to get. So if you maybe have a cream product or liquid product that isn't very pigmented, then you could probably go with a dense one. But all of the liquid blushes that I have are pretty pigmented, so that's why I've been using the stippling one. But the other way I was going to suggest is taking your brush and getting the product off that way. What is wrong with me? But where it's so skinny, that's not really working. I mean, it is, if you can see, but it is taking forever. But look how pretty that is. I love this pink color. I have a highlighter that I've been using together. I feel like I've said actually so much already, and I've been filming for, well, it says 12 minutes, but I've repeated myself a bunch. So I will do this first and then do the blush where they kind of blend together. But I will link all of these along with the color in parentheses down below in the description box if y'all want to check them out for yourself. And you can get these at Ulta. Okay, I feel like I've been on these Pixie blushes forever, so let's move on. Alright, the next one I'm going to try is the L'Oreal Lumi. I used to love the L'Oreal Lumi foundation. I used it. It has been years and years and years ago, but that is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I am going to try two different colors, one color on this side and one color on that side. I wanted a pink one, but then when I saw this one, it looks like a NARS Orgasm dupe. So we shall see about that. But this first one is Dewy Bright Pink, and then the coral one is Glowy Gold Pink. But I don't know if y'all can really tell. Oh yeah, I think y'all kind of can. So it looks corally with some gold, and I love gold, like gold shimmer. I have only tried this one once, but I can't remember how pigmented it was. So I'm just going to do one dot like so. Ooh. Okay. She a little pigmented. So I would do maybe half a dot. I would probably put it on the back of your hand and then dab a little that way. She pigmented, which is a good thing because then you'll end up using less product, but just be warned. I didn't think it was this pigmented, but she is. Okay, so this is where you can go in with your sponge to tone it down. So if you get too much, don't worry, just blend it out and then see how much that toned it down. And then you can go back in with your brush to add a little bit more if you need to. Okay, so we're going to try the hand for this other color. Put it on the back of your hand and then just take a little like that and kind of dab it. And then so see how I kind of did that. That is a much better way to apply that. I don't know if I just still have the pink in my brush or if it is just, I can't really tell a difference in the colors. Okay, I can maybe tell. Okay, I can maybe tell a difference. So this one's a little darker. Okay, and the last one is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. So I'm pretty sure this one is supposed to be a Rare Beauty dupe. Now, I have not tried that one, so I can't tell you from personal experience if it is a dupe or not. But if you have it and you've kind of played around with it, maybe you can tell by me applying it. So I do know that this one is super pigmented. So here's the color. So it is hot pink. So this is another one you either want to do on your hand, or I'm actually just going to kind of scrape some off of it. Okay, so that is how much I'm putting. Y'all see? Okay, so this is another one. I couldn't remember because I've only did it once. This is another one that's going to be better either with a sponge or to put it on the back of your hand and kind of disperse it that way. I'm going to try it with a sponge. Okay, I'm also going to try like that to see if that's any better. To kind of thin it out on my hand because it's not really blending out that well. Don't be scared. I know a lot of people are scared of liquid blushes And then they do have a softer pink. I can't remember if I already said, but I just love pink blushes. But they do have one that is softer, and then they do have more neutrals. All of these come in several colors, so you do not have to go this bright. It is just what I personally like. I personally don't like it to be this bold. I'm just trying to see if this is going to blend out any better. Okay, so that one is not my favorite. Once again, just take your damp beauty sponge and see how that softened it. So don't worry if you get too much, just keep blending it out and then just go over it with a damp beauty sponge. See how much softer it is now. So don't panic. Always just start with a little bit. And then even if you want to try it on your hand first, just to kind of get a feel for how pigmented it is, you can do that. Or even do like I did and kind of thin it out a little bit on your hand, but just start with a little bit because it is easier to build than to take away, especially with liquid blushes. But don't panic if you get too much. Just keep blending it like I was, and then you can always go over it with a damp beauty sponge. That softened it up so much. And then if you need to, you can just always go back in with your brush to add any more product. If I had to pick one favorite from the 3 that I tried today, honestly, the Pixie, because it is, I love this shade of pink and I love how glowy it is. But if you don't like the stick, if you prefer a wand applicator, then I do really love the Lumi, the L'Oreal Lumi. Now I will say these are a little bit pricey for drugstore. I'm wanting to say it was like $13 or $15, and I don't know, I feel like for drugstore that's kind of high. I can't remember, I'm wanting to say maybe 8 for the e.l.f. And then I can't remember how much the Pixie, like I said, this was gifted to me, but Pixie is very affordable. I'm wanting to say this is under $10, but like I said before, I will link everything down below in the description bar, and then I will have the shades I used in parentheses. But yeah, I think if I had to pick, I mean, I wasn't really comparing them, I was just sharing different ones. I really like the Pixie, but then the L'Oreal Lumi is a close second, and I'm honestly not a fan of the e.l.f. one. The color's pretty, but I felt like it took forever to blend it out, and I am always in a hurry, so I don't have time to be blending out my blush for 10 minutes. So I like something that is just quick and easy. As far as not drugstore, my absolute favorite liquid blush is the Tarte Blush Tape. It is a highlighter and blush in one, so this is very glowy and I love it. And I will kind of put it up, well, kind of like I did here. I will kind of put it up on my cheekbones as well. And so this one, it has a sponge tip. So I actually do several dots of this one and then blend it out with that same brush. And then I do also like the Charlotte Tilbury as well, but the Tarte one is a little bit cheaper. So those are all of the drugstore liquid blushes that I had to share with y'all. If there's any other that you have been curious about, let me know down below in the comments. But I really hope that this video helped you if you are someone who has kind of wanted to try liquid blushes but didn't know how to apply or didn't really even know where to start product wise. I really hope that this helped. And if you have any other questions, also let me know down below in the comments. But as I mentioned before, I will link it all down below in the description box. And if y'all were curious about this cute little sweatshirt, I will also link it down below. And yeah, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I have some fun videos coming up that you don't want to miss. And I don't have anything else to say except thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next video.